say hello to my heel friend. Oh my goodness, do you see it? Do you see it? Ah, it's getting better because it was all swollen down and felt very bruised, and it's moving its way up. Yes, to to be released. So yeah, I'll talk about improvements here. I was called to to wear this shirt. I don't know, what does it even say? Move out. Move out. Dun, 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 move out. What is that song? Get to you somehow. Don't mess around. Don't bring me down. Anyway, I didn't see that part. I just had to pick a different shirt that I normally don't wear that isn't like super nice. Anyway, oversharing, perhaps not. Ace of Cups takes lead. You know why I titled this just as so? And by the way, Angels of Light and Love, my expanded divine panel of Infinite 8, which includes my extraterrestrial divine fam. Not that I need to say it, but for those newbies who are curious, I will let you in on that little secret. Yeah, to divinely intervene. I welcome you to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka my children's highest good, aka the booster seat provided to the greatest good. So good. Now, I don't know what to, like, these cards aren't so, like, yay at first glance, okay? So we're just going to read it. Okay, Ace of Cups takes the lead. The inspo was, when I walked out of the door, everything was refreshed, everything was crisp, everything that was under the, outside of, the shelter of a roof. So the Cosmic Mother has bestowed upon us rain. Yes, which means free car wash. Yay! I love it. I so needed it because in our neighborhood, it's against the it's restricted to you know, wash your car in the neighborhood. So, and you know, I don't have really the convenience of even splashing it down because there are some things that need to be fixed in my home. But it's okay. We're on our way to it. Everything's healing. There's a process. So I will speak it out into existence. I shall have the funds within the next month to start sustaining myself, which means I shall be paying my bills on time. I shall have the ability. I shall be granted the funds to start paying my bills on time in full and have access to pay off debts. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. Which includes the depths of having to, you know, remedy things that need to be fixed in my home, you know? So, on the left side, I mean, it's beautiful. I didn't expect rain, but, you know, I'm a homebody, so I didn't really, like, you know, pay attention to the weather or anything. If I had known, if I had suspected, I would have pushed out the other plants that were under shelter. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll take the gifts. So even though I had planned some homebody stuff, like really on the indoors, I ended up, because of the rain, I want to do some gardening. I think it's about time. Yeah, I'm tired of going to the grocery store for herbs that only last for X amount of time, and I just want to make my own. I want to have my own, please. Oh, you know what's so amazing? Before I start reading this, you can skip over if you want, it's okay. When I woke up. Okay, first off, with my cat, I serenade him while I'm in the kitchen. So, I make songs out of the Meows. And the last song that I was singing, it was, Somewhere Out There. And, I asked my older son, I was like, do you know that song? Because it was just like, I think it was like in Five Goes West or some kind of like mouse Disney movie or something like that, adventurous mouse, way before Ratatouille. And and I think it also reappeared on the soundtrack of Sleepless in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. And so anyway, he didn't know it, so I just told him. But anyway, when I woke up this morning, lo and behold, on Pandora, the suggested channel was music for cats, or cats, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. And when I clicked on it, guess what came up? It was that song. It was classical music, though, you know, but it was that version of it. How crazy is that, out of all the things? You know what that tells me? You know, like, extraterrestrial energetics, like Palladians and, you know, historically known, Lyrans, are closest to cats. And it also has, you know, Egyptian, like, ancestry tied to it. So do you know how crazy that is? I'm part Lyran. Or I have that fan base. That's so crazy. I'm gonna include the screenshots, but I mean, that's when I finally woke up and got out of bed. But that's crazy. I just had to share with you. But so anyway, Ace of Cups. Everything looks refresh. So that's what's taking the lead here. And Ace of Cups is about creativity. It's about the flow. It's a refresher. It's, you know, rebirth. It's baptismal, etc., etc. In fact, we're using the Fountain Tarot. Come on, can you believe? Like, I only got it out because I thought it was aesthetically pleasing to come up, you know, to pair with, you know, the overlay of Emily Carding's Transparent Tarot. So we're going to look at the Ace of Cups here. What do you want to tell me? And Cups is a signifier for months. 1 month. Ooh, we're looking at progress here. Emotional connection. 2 doves. Okay. Expressions of the divine holds up a cup overflowing and replenishing itself with water, the effortless equilibrium of giving and receiving. The Ace of Cups is a fleeting gift of emotional connection, the beginning of something beautiful. Whether the connection is spiritual or earthly, it is an opportunity for growth and for an expression of love. When this card graces your reading, take advantage of the moment at this wellspring. The meaning is giving and or receiving, empathy, a new emotional connection to others or to the divine, overflowing abundance and nourishment, love and compassion, so trust in your emotions, and fertility. Okay, I'm not going to read the reversal because then you just know the opposite of that. So that's wonderful. It takes the lead. I applaud you. You're doing wonderful. You're doing, you're moving mountains. Jumping milestones. And so, because you read that, I want to read the version of Emily Carding's. I didn't look at the book quite at her bio, because when I remembered to look at her bio, I was at home, and so I just kind of looked her up, and I'm like, she has her own freaking website. I mean, that's not such a huge deal, but when you look at the things that she accomplished, I'm like, whoa. Hail this mistress. Anyway, Ace of Cups, where are you? Okay, so it combines, oh look, she does it by like numbers rather than by suits. Oh, Emily. Oh, shit. Okay. Aces. What do you want to start with? Okay, Ace of Cups. Let's read the divinatory meaning. I mean, because she's got a whole thing in here. The divinatory meaning is actually on page 123. So auspicious. Okay, it's the whole page. Okay, this stands for new emotions, increased wisdom, and the potential for healing within a situation. When reading on a matter of career or finances, as this may seem to be an odd card to surface, but it is a good sign that whenever line of work you're in, it has greater depth and significance than just any old job done for the money. There may be an opportunity to work within the community or to help charitable causes. It may be that some aspect of your career will help you unlock your own depth of feeling and intuition, or set you on the path to healing, either yourself or others. Perhaps an unexpected emotional connection may start to emerge with a work colleague. Sad. Okay. If the main issue of the reading is relationships, then the Ace of Cups is a sign that either a potentially deep and rewarding relationship is emerging, or that new layers of expression and empathy are being uncovered in an existing relationship. This may also speak of great friendships, not necessarily always romantic matters. I heard encounters. Oh, we said not always, okay? Not necessarily. On a spiritual level, a gateway has been open to the intuition, and a fresh and holistic understanding of the mysteries of the universe is being accessed. It is a time for contemplation and intuition rather than action, and may indicate potential healing abilities coming to the force. Oh, to the fore. To the force, I feel like. May the force be with you, and also with you. What do they say in church? May peace be with you, and also with you. Yeah, may the force be with you, and also. That's crazy, huh? It is Sunday. Okay. Shh. 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 Okay. Depending on the surrounding or combined cards, the need for healing may also be indicated. When the card is reversed, the chalice is overturned. Because Emily is so drama. I'm gonna say theatric. Expressive. I will read the reversal, okay? The waters flow out of control when it's in reversal, often indicating a period of emotional unrest and even illness. Intuition may be misguided, and emotions are so powerful that they become impossible to manage. Eventually, the chalice may run dry, leaving in an emptiness that is difficult to fill. So this is why the Queen of Cups is so, it's important for her to recognize the mastery of, being an ace in full active mode or even resting mode. And so I think for me, in my collective, we're just getting over this lump coal sum of the reversal of this chalice. What's that? Who in is it in Spanish? They go chale. I haven't heard that in a long time. Is that how they say it? Chale. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right. So now we've got that inspo down. On the left side, leading the way is 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Coins, and that's on the receptive side. So we receive just as much as we need, even if it's like a lump coal. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, if you're living in poverty, sometimes a translation of being left, at Christmas with a lump of coal doesn't mean that you were a bad kid. It doesn't mean that. Sometimes it means like that's all that, we've got here to resource. So in essence, that's a sense of a pentacle in order to keep yourself warm. Like, you have your share. There's rations in order to keep you, you got something. And so it's just kind of like working with your resources, whatever's available to you. And I think the most legendary creators are creating something out of nothing, which means that they're originators, they're OG. So when you think of artists and how innovative they are, they're creating something out of nothing. They're pulling straight from the void. They're actually living in essence within the void because of the like solitary confinement of not yet receiving like critical acclaim or popular vote, popular opinion, winning that over. They're taking that chance that it's mustering up the courage to follow the visionary experience. So you know, when we're saying creating something out of nothing, it's almost like on a 360 level of what a true artist can convey, not just to their particular timeline, but superseding that, and trusting that someone else out there, and not just a singular person, shares that vision, you know? And so it's worth communicating, it's worth putting out there, because that spark was meant for, you know, like how like attracts like, whatever you're seeking, you will, like, is also seeking you, that kind of thing. So the initial spark is the universe's or multi-universe's way of like saying, like, here's the match, you know, like it's helping you ignite, like you are the initiate, basically. You are the chosen one to start that thing. And so you take that challenge or you don't, you know. But I think at some point in our lives, any walk of life, okay, no, non-biased, left-hand path, right hand, whatever, everyone has experienced that spark or is due to. And so that's what we're talking about. 5 of Pentacles. It's being resourceful, okay, being practical. It could be the bare bones approach. It could be looking at the simple things in life that have and therefore create substance. Yeah, okay. So that's on the receptive side, okay? We have everything that we need at this particular moment to make it happen. And this is not all that's going to be received, but this is a continuous state of, you know, like a fountain, you know, this fountain tarot, how it constantly replenishes itself, but you don't see like an inundation or rush, like it's just the same amount to make it appear as though it's in constant flow. So it's that kind of energetic, like kind of a, I don't know if it's recycling the energy. It's more like a subtle flow that sustains a certain dynamic, okay? That sustains, yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. On the right side, the doing side, is 2 of Pentacles. So is this active discernment? It's the ongoing, like, I'll take that lead. Okay, so water in, water out, first in, first out. It's not even really first in, first out. It's, when we're looking at water in the fountain, yeah, because there's so many things that come into play, other elements within the surroundings. So it's a constant discernment here, okay? It's like, oh, how do I say it? It's like Cats in the Cradle. You know that game with the string, you know? It's a duel game, right? Cats in the Cradle, but also like yo-yo, you see? So it's kind of like quantum entanglement between 2 or more energetics, figuring out how to untangle each other, basically, but also like, here, hold my beer, here, hold this for a second, let me go ahead and like free you up for a second. So there's something about that there. It's a yo-yo thing where there's reciprocity in it. Very interesting. Okay, so what are the header cards for this to overlay on this? So I'm gonna do it. 2, 3, 2, 1, cheese. What is it? Okay, page of, oh, look, like the match strike. Look at that, striker. Okay, Page of Wands in reverse. Look at the window. Look, to the windows, to the walls. Yeah. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Yeah, so look to the windows, like you could start something with this. To the windows. So we're receiving the match. Yeah. And then the right side, oh, 2 of Pentacles followed up by the 3 of Pentacles and facing it. Like, this is an opportunity for us to interact. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Look at that. Look. Oh my gosh. Like, detached. Okay. So, like, this is a person, like, on bended knee, like, both bended knees, like, in honor. Like, here's the 3rd pentacle. Like, here, you're tangled up. Here's an opportunity. I've got my own 2 pentacles, and I'm, like, there's no strings attached to this. But I see you have, like, something going on where there's a personal entanglement. So you offer the pentacle. I was like, ah, opportunity. Fantastic. That's crazy. I did not know. Okay. So primary cards here are going to be clarified by the transparent tarot. Okay. We're already 40 minutes in. 20.40. So my Lyrans. Lyran family. What do you want to say? Special guests? Lyran fam. Okay. This is 3 of Pentacles! What? They're crazy. They're crazy. So good. Okay. Clarified by... Oh, look at that. This is so freaking good. You have no idea. This is master number 44 sandwich. This is like the best club sandwich invite ever. Holy smokes. If you could even... I caught it before it fell down. Look. Do you even know what this means? This is the 4 of Wands. Surface card. In between. 10 of Cups. And then the final card, the final sandwiching is the Emperor card. Do you see how beautiful that is? This is an expansion of a kingdom to a massive empire. A highly celebrated, timeless, classic empire. Classical. Yeah, for sure. Do you understand this? Like, 2 sides, like, oh, I brought my 2 of Wands, like, I ended my piece, you know, and I ended my piece. So this is like a merge. This is what, an acquisition is a merge? Yeah, that's crazy. Home and Hearth, double, on the double. This is city and rural life. So is that suburban? And it's like expansive form, like multi-universal form. 10 cups, like everybody gets to share in this. Everybody. How crazy. This is a new opportunity. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, look at this lens cap. Do you see? Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is insane. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Lyrans are amazing. Okay. So my expanded divine panel of Infinite 8. Anything else that you want to say? Just one more thing. We can continue to do this later, but I feel like somebody's a little sick here. Because I feel congestion here all of a sudden. Like the nose part, like the mucus part right there, and to here. I'm feeling it. Somebody's a little ill right now. No, somebody is healing right now. Somebody else is healing here. Okay. So one more thing, because I really want to get to my cleaning and my gardening and all that. Oh my gosh! What's it? So they're gonna summarize it. The Fountain in reverse, the Hanged Man, 3 of Wands, and Page of Cups in reverse, Strength, and the Star. What? This is like a star emerging from the oceans. This is like planetary. You know, like Interstellar. How most of the planet that they found was like water. There's like a star emerging from that water. But anyway, yeah, like this is a massively psychic, super psychic, like strength, like holy smokes, super psychic, and there's so much more. Like it paves way, like a trailblazer. Three of Wands with the Page of Cups in reverse. These are secret admirers. Like it's bringing that in. What? They're saying I have that, but I have to be absolutely, this is the more objective that I am, the closer it brings me to truth, to that kind of attraction, to that kind of energetic. Because, like, with the forces of nature, like, everything is everything. So, like, I am just as much of a, I don't know, a budding flower, or, you know, like, it's shared energy, okay? So, there's a certain level of respect where I can't say, like, I own that energy in totality. There's a great honor in the objectivity that I am created by other species, and other, a variety of species. Like, I'm a conglomerate view of these species. And so with that, letting go of the ego, it like, it speaks for itself, that kind of energy. So you don't, like, have the human experience of being weighed down by your ego, like, that's mine. And so a lot of the times, or more recently, I found myself being able to let go of, you know, any copycat energy, because you know, they have their own life path too, and I am so confident in my own that regardless of the accolades that they receive on this plane, it's not comprehensive of, it's not as revealing in its true definitive form. You know what I mean? It's, people know when they're following the path, or, like, when they're searching for answers, the authenticity of resources. So they can see where things are cited from. They can see whether or not it's duplicated. And first, and at this point in my life, I feel like I'm just happy that the messages that I'm relaying are hold so much substance, that regardless of whatever ethics other channelers are, or peers or whatnot, or even if they're working on a subordinate level, whatever that they're conveying is recognized as value to relate to their collectives. So you're doing the world justice in just doing your part, and you may or may not get the recognition of others, Tina, on, like, the norm here, but, like, that's not the bigger picture. You know what I mean? So you are who you are because how you move, and, you know, how you are. So I want to read the Fountain. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Here, the Fountain here. So I can't take much offense to it, but I do know, like, in discernment, that I need to distance myself a bit, you know, from energetics that don't mean well, or, you know, just, like, be more selective. Okay, so I'm gonna read it in both ways, but being that this is in reversal, it's kind of like the objective, so I can't read it, like, I can't say cookie cut it from the book, but I can kind of translate according to what it means with the pairing of the hangman and this whole sandwich here, the club sandwich. Okay. So, the fountain exists outside and beyond the cycles of birth, death, time, and form. It is the nameless, changeless source of everything, of which everything is a part. It is awaking from the dream of separateness and identity, and the recognition of oneself as not only connected to all things, but all things divine nature. Oh, see? When the fountain appears in your reading, relinquish all illusion of control and remain quiet. It invites you to observe, master less, and to just be, effortless and distinguishable from life, or indistinguishable from life. You are the voice and the breath of universes. That's so freaking amazing. Thank you. Okay. So the meaning is oneness, a moment of cosmic clarity, fully awake, the end of seeking, enlightened being, surrender to that which you are, whole and perfect. The reversal is identification with a role or personality, fear, and then in parentheses, of being alone, mind obsessed, separation from source, resistance to, and then in parentheses, or denial of reality. So that's interesting that, so this is knowing the totality of both realms, but being objective with it, which means that there's a certain physical separateness or energetic separateness in honoring the detail that it presents. So it, like, there's younglings here, you know, even people who have who are, you know, considered of an older age. There's like young spirited energy in like this newness of, you know, you see it's pulling in, you know, hauling in this new energetic core, like DNA, you know, pulling those energetic cores of what's meant, you know, of what you want to bring in, like what you want to manifest. And so you see it's winding. Some people might like do crocheting or knitting because like there's a spinning yarn, so they might make their own yarn too, like very, you know, like in old times, or in more like far off communities, or like traditional, they like make their own butter, they make their own soap, they so it's not just a craft, it's like it's a trade, you know, it's not just a skill, it's like there's value in it, there's like it's fully immersive, like you're not doing it just to like cash out. This is there's quality, you know, in it. So there's craftsmen here, or craftswomen. So what did I say? There's people who make these things, like make their own candles, you know. It's definitely, see, they're ready to package it up. Yeah, so it's bringing in that kind of admirable energy. There might also be a very, very small fraction of admiral type of energy. Is that military? Admiral? Oh, gosh. Anyway, so I got that backing there. So, the clarifiers for that, are... Okay. These ones, it came inverted. This is the prefix to it. It is the ace, the ultimate ace, which is the magician card with 2 dragons, highlight. 7 of Pentacles inverted. Page of Cups inverted. Yeah. And then King of Cups extroverted. I'm surprised that you could see it on the gray. Interesting. Page of Cups inverted. Or, King of Cups extroverted. There's a father-daughter energy here. A very protective father figure. Definitely. That is, I don't know, there's something about, this is strange. There's father-daughter magic here. I don't know why. I'm like, this is reminding me of like Eminem. I don't know why. But this is father-daughter magic here. They watch each other's back. They keep each other balanced. They're intertwined. Rather like laces, laced up almost, like definitely. I don't, it's like it's there. red dragon, represented by the father, and then white dragon, represented by the daughter energy. Now, energy is fluid, and so is like gender, okay? So, for some, the daughter may also be a like male or non-binary, but the energetic there has the essence of feminine energy. So like a softer side, a softer touch, almost like mediating situations, almost like a youthful healer. So there's something about this here. You might want to look up the spiritual meaning and symbology of the red dragon and the white dragon. In fact, I think it's some Chinese tarot, white, like I Ching tarot, Feng Shui tarot. I think it's a Feng Shui tarot. I haven't used that in a while, but they have a white dragon or like white tiger, something there. So you might want to look that up. What those meanings are, because when you're looking at the white witch, black witch, red witch, green witch, those have different meanings, different areas of focus. So again, you might also want to look at the white witch, red witch, also energetic. I don't know about the masculine, and same thing with this father figure here. Something about, there's an area of concern in the father's eyes, because he knows how much work it takes in order to manifest, like to reap in things, and there's different ways in which to go about them, and that there's a level of risk, a degree of risk, but there's something that keeps this father figure balanced. It's a white dragon energy. It's like good, pure energy, shape-shifting type of energy that remains pure within its substance. So the father here is almost like a giving tree, because look at that. Look, he almost looks like he has like that's a trunk. You see, it's kind of like a giving tree type of energy. Interesting. Okay, so that's a clarifier to this energy here. Objective, falling in stuff. So there's like a level of connection, but detached energy. Like, you can't control someone else's life, but you know that your lives are kind of intertwined. And so you do your thing, and the more freeing you are, how do I say it? Within the details of how things go about, the better the outcome, the more balanced the situation. That's what they're saying. That's the clarifiers to that. Okay. So I don't see any people here, or a head count here. So I'm going to do my 3 takeaways. In fact, I'll do one for my guests, the Lyrans. Knight of Cups. This is a presentation of love, romance, like nostalgia, balance, like even, like a model, like a role model on the head, right? Followed up by clarified by the Chariot card in reverse. Oh, they're taking seat. Okay, so for my expanded divine panel of Infinite 8, it includes my extraterrestrial fam. So they are identified as part of my extraterrestrial fam. So they're taking seat. They are taking seat, not just notice. And I'm going to spend a while, like, through, they're good role models, basically, and I'm kind of, what do you call it, embodying those ways. So they're sitting here, you know, well positioned. So when we're talking about progress report, they're also patting me on the back, basically, giving me accolades for my posture and positioning. Yeah, like self-soothing. Do you see? Like how he's positioned there? Self-soothing, but not like crouched over, you know? So they're giving me accolades on that. So they are definitely identified as my part of my extraterrestrial fam. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Blessings be. All right. So what are my 3 take? Oh, we got 1 here. Okay, so we'll do 1 takeaway for you. My collective singled out. Oh, I got an emperor here. I got big boss energy here. So for my collective, the one that's shown up. Big boss. I just got a picture of Kevin Arnold, like, like that. Maybe not with that audio, but what's your clarifier, big boss? Oh, it's a King of Pentacles. Oh, dang. It's like, it's so funny. Here I am, but you mustn't see my face. I'm building something. I'm working on something. But look, I'm an investor. That's what he's saying. That's what they're saying. 4124 is your angel number. That's crazy. I have an investor here. So I see 2 people here. Okay, I'll do a second takeaway for you. My collective. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. You are a massive investor. What? Okay. What's clarifying card for you on that takeaway? Oh my gosh, 6 of Wands? Who the frick are you? Look at that. What? Part of me was like, I wish I just reserved the cards for myself. But I think, you're actually investing in me. Well, like, you're masterful in what you've attained thus far. You didn't just obtain it. You didn't, like, seize it. Like, what do you call it? Cease and desist? What is it? I don't know. You didn't, like, take it away from anybody. You earned it. Like, what the heck? That's crazy. I've never received such powerful, like, pentacle type of energy. You know, this is something that just, this is not like just winning the lotto. This is something that came over a series of time, like eras. So this is not just something that you earn, but also it's inherited wealth as well. Dude, that's you. And thank you for your contributions, sir, ma'am, non-binary, da-da-da. That's crazy. That's so good. It's so cool. Okay, what are my 3 takeaways? I mean, yeah, that's what it's saying. There's no other way to interpret that energy other than you're recognizing me to be of same value. And so you're contributing in basically the same wealth. If you're looking at that fountain energy of like, there's certain ratios of different species within all of us. And so when you get to understand that part of it, it's like you want to contribute into something that you see similar value in. So it's not political in that stance, but it's more so like I share the same values and I see that I have more, you know, like it's kind of, it's special. So my first takeaway is Knight of Swords. Things are moving fast. Hold on to your horses, Tina. Okay. 8 of Wands in reverse. We can't tell you. We can't tell you everything. Look at this. You see? We can't tell you everything that's going on. I'm getting another one bites the dust. Like if we tell you, it'll somehow like, I was starting to get like, it might bite you in the ass for knowing too much. But I really feel like the part in much of the part of not being able to say something about it has to do with people, like, the comeback is very real. You know how they say the struggle is real? The comeback, the return to sender energy, what, like, justice in its divine sense of having to handle situations, they're handled, like they are handling it to the point where, you know what, it's just a time waster for you to find out like all the details on that. You just move forward, you know, you're like, you're on a fast big, they become like the road basically. You know, when they say eat dirt, that's what the divine is doing. They're making them eat dirt. Some of them may be encountering like burial type of status too. And so it's like, when people thought you were like what, a doormat, now they're like, yeah, those energetics become like a speedway, like a like a, what do you call it, the treadmill type of energy, like that's, yeah. So the comeback is very much like in your face, a taste of their own medicine type of energy. So that's my first takeaway. Holy smokes. Okay. My second takeaway is, oh my gosh, it's a sun card. Holy smokes, that's not any ordinary sun. That's like on blast, Tina. That's happiness. That's super duper happiness. You're on a swing, Tina. And bubble energy too. Like this is kind of earth angel cherub energy here. You see that? Massive. Yeah. This is celebratory too. Like, how many times have you seen the ray of suns like that? That's kind of like, here we go around the maypole, the maypole, the maypole. There's druid type of energy here, like earth magic, you know. I forget what you call it. Yeah, I heard a beep in the distance. Yeah, that's definitely it. It's very celebratory. It's on the pinnacle of the actual sun. So this is excellent. You know, when you go out like to like a ball game, like a stadium or something, it's kind of like when you walk in and then you find your seat. So this is like, this is a new stadium. Like this is a new area. This is a new forum. Yay, where I get to shine. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. Okay, it was a clarifier for my second takeaway. 9 of Cups in reverse. So as much as like as glorifying as that is, there's still like reality check. Okay, you can't just like engage in it and wallow in it. Like you can do those things, Tina, but you have to remain like true to yourself. Like what makes you happy. Like don't buy into like the luxuries of what makes other people wealthy. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, what is it? Well, that song by Deja Vu, I forget what it's called, but quit playing yourself. You know what I mean? Like if you're just engaging in this ideation of wealth, whether that be like the pentacle energy or being in love or like the relationship, like the idea of it, then you're just kind of like fooling yourself. It's like giving into the glitter, you know, of it all. And so you might as well be real with yourself in the comprehensive 360 experience, and kind of elevating your definition of what makes you happy. Like this is what makes other people happy, but what about me? You know what I mean? Like to go into that is kind of like it's not just a depletion of funds. Like it's like almost a little bit of it's a bit of a time waster and a fund waster. And with as much need as there is out in this world, it's best to equalize that. Like be like very mindful of the that you're a leader and that you're presented with like tremendous measures of wealth. So act accordingly. Like, you know, it's like Austin Powers, like, oh, behave. So he still enjoys himself, but it's not like to the extreme measure of being irresponsible with like dropping your own name card, basically. So you know you're in this like really, really good seating, but the best way to give back is also to recognize what makes you happy and to redefine that. So you eliminate that room for error in the depletion of funds, depletion of like time, you know, and you have all that extra to bestow upon others. You know what I mean? Like when you're looking at like a huge production set or whatnot, the director has to eliminate some pieces because it's for the greatest good, really, not just for the internal like in-house structure, but also for the recipient, the audience, etc. And so that's what we're looking at, examining like when we came from the Five of Pentacles energy on, you know, you're just given the exact amount that you need, to be provided with a forum where you're provided with so much more. It's important to look at that. Okay. So it's not forbidding you from enjoying things, it's clarifying that. All right. And that way the universes will respond accordingly. Like those are my terms and conditions. And when you're real with that, Tina, then the universes will like have so much more respect and therefore like deliver those measures. I want to get a clarifier for that, good from what I just said. Yeah, 6, that's the interchange, that's, oh. Okay, let's get a clarifying card for that. That's like, what is it, the interstate highway, like, that's an interchange. Yep, that's the absolute truth. That's the Ace of Swords right there. Holy smokes. Shish kebab for real. Do you see that? Shish kebab. Like, this is John Wick energy. Like, did you hear he what is it? He killed 6 men with a single spoon. Kind of energy. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands it. 5 of Swords is on the bottom in reversal. So it's a foregoing, like a forfeit energy. And the bottom of this deck is Ace of Pentacles. So you win when you like let go of certain things. Like when you're at a heightened place, you have to forego. We've mentioned this before many times. You have to forego the certain like commonplace, common like layman type of like ideations of wealth, including like your reputation, like, you know, that, yeah, like how others perceive you, how much accolades you're getting from somebody who's creating, like, who has other content that isn't as sustaining to different areas of life, you know, different species, different timelines, different timetables, like different eras. So this is absolutely like well recognized by the ultimate divine, basically. All divinity. Is forgoing those pleasures. I didn't get my third takeaway because I totally forgot. I didn't take it yet, but they're telling me to read the 7 of Swords on the top part of the deck. No secret to the size. Top of this is 6 of, oh, this is the Lover's card. Why? You know what song I'm getting? What is it? I Want You by My Side, so I never feel alone. Again. Stolen Dance. Yeah. There's a beat right there. Stolen Dance. That's what this is. I forgot what song, but it's by Milky Chance. Yeah, something about that. So there's an expressed longing here. It's nostalgic. There is love. So there's something about having to let some things and some people go, but it's not always bad blood. You know what I mean? There's like a longing, a desire, And it's not always a story of like, oh, that's the one that got away, you know. There's partial schematics to that, but it's not always like that. Sometimes you have to let go. I mean, I think there could be also people who have passed away, where there is that kind of longing type of energy, and you have to forfeit the fight of being suspended in like just depressive type of energies because they've passed on, or something about that there. You know, like Simba, like a part of me is still within you, that kind of energy. So there's that energy. That's interesting. Okay, so my third takeaway is Ace of Swords in reverse. Still a lot to pin down, a lot to like discover and learn. Clarifying that is the Two of Swords in reverse, but you're free to go. Like, you're free to go because you have foregone that heartbreak energy and digesting that material. So you're free to go. So you're like your main channeler to pin down like the mysteries that are, without succumbing to the nature of like the burdens of the human experience, the human condition of how we digest the Three of Swords energy. So this is also Hangman energy, in knowing that there's so much more to like channel in. There's so much more to life than like just the human experience. And again, there's constant modifications, constant changes. So there's developments in how we digest material, how we receive material, and what's actually out there, and what we write in with the new writings in the Akashic records or grimoires. So there's this is very interesting the way it like overlaps like that. I didn't even plan this, really. I was just like, okay, well, I had the intention of working with a transparent tarot, and then I just felt out the energies, but I knew I had to work with a new deck, so I checked in my glove compartment, checked one energy, and it's like, then it was not right. It wasn't right for this one. And then I checked this one, it was like my eyelids were flipping, and that's just, it's like, okay, let's do that. And then I just recalled, like, with how glowy and illuminated this was, that it would pair well with the transparent. So it was just like on the spot, on point as well. So that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of the light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. Appreciated. You are. So blessings be. So now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, blessings, intellectual property from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting, to lighten love energy, and then refortification in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks much. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close the portals in this reading.